Oh, here.
This big event at Madison Square Garden went on for hours. I don't even know if you were there for the whole thing. I don't know what time you got there.
Yeah, you might have not even heard that this guy was calling Puerto Rico trash.
I was told and made aware that you had no idea about this comedian who made comments.
I have no idea who he is. Somebody said there was a comedian that joked about Puerto Rico or something, and I have no idea who he was. Never saw him, never heard of him.
That's always, bro. That's always the same shit.
And don't want to hear of him. But I have no idea. They put a comedian in, which everybody does. You throw comedians in. You don't vet them and go crazy. It's nobody's fault. But somebody said some bad things. Now, what they've done is taken somebody that has nothing to do with the party, has nothing to do with us, said something, and they try and make a big deal. But I don't know who it is. I don't even know who put him in. And I can't imagine it's a big deal. I've done more for Puerto Rico than any president, I think, that's ever been president.
Trump's Puerto Rico Hurricane Irma recovery response was so fucking bad, dude. It was insane. They not only withheld aid, but the aid that actually got there was just like sitting on or Hurricane Irma, sorry, Maria. He literally, they had like a shit ton of water bottles sitting on a fucking runway. Like he didn't do anything. He just went there for a photo op, chucked some fucking paper towels at the people that were there and right off. Yes, it was first Irma and then Maria hit 2 weeks after. Yeah, Trump delayed $20 billion in aid to Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria, report finds. Funding was unnecessarily delayed by bureaucratic obstacles after hurricane killed 1,000 people in 2017. And then he fucking did this shit. Por Donald Trump. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. This is so funny, dude. Of all the things to stick, no, dude, it is the most, like, as soon as I heard it, I fucking called it. I was like, this is gonna be a massive fucking issue. There is nothing that I can like equivocate it to in terms of like damage. Like, you go to fucking Detroit and you're trying to win over the Michigan vote as Donald Trump, and you say Detroit's a piece of shit, people from Michigan will still be like, I get what he's saying. But you can talk about Puerto Rico like that. There's nothing that is a decent analog here for me to describe it to you. Because like, yeah, he says a whole bunch of racist shit. Donald Trump says a shit ton of racist things, but directly talking shit about Puerto Rico is absolutely going to piss off Puerto Ricans. When Donald Trump says like Mexicans are rapists or whatever, and then Mexican Americans go out and vote for him, they still see it as like, yeah, we're American. Like, we want strong borders. Hell yeah, brother. He's talking about the other Mexicans, not us. But when he talks shit about Puerto Rico when the comedian at the MSG rally says like Puerto Rico's a piece of shit island full of trash, you've officially targeted every single Puerto Rican. You have said something that every single Puerto Rican will be upset with, understandably. What did Trump even say about Puerto Rico? All right, that's right. He didn't say anything. Dude, it's so, God, I love when I see a real hog in the wild, dude. Hell yeah. We do know that the Trump campaign actually stopped Tony Hinchcliffe from calling Kamala Harris a cunt. So I guess like that was a bridge too far. That was potentially a bridge too far for them, but not calling Puerto Rico a trash heap. An island of trash.
I'm not going to comment on the specifics of the joke, but I think that we have to stop getting so offended at every little thing in the United States of America.
But Democrats pouncing. Former President Barack Obama speaking in all-important Pennsylvania, where there are 500,000 Puerto Ricans.
Oh, we got to stop being offended at every little thing.
Trotting out and peddling the most racist, sexist, bigoted stereotypes. One guy called Puerto Rico, quote, an island of garbage. Now, these are fellow citizens he's talking about.
The Obamas blitzing the battleground states for Harris. Former First Lady Michelle Obama over the weekend laying into Trump, saying voters are ignoring his, quote, gross incompetence. Trump saying she made a big mistake by attacking him.
You know what's nasty to me? Michelle Obama. She was, ooh. I always tried to be so nice and respectful. Oh,
wait, what?
A little bit of a box. She opened up a little bit of something. Oh, she was nasty. Ooh, shouldn't be that way.
At his rally last night, former President Donald Trump also praising billionaire Elon Musk, who has been holding events in support of him in those key battleground states, including in Pennsylvania. And he's been giving away million-dollar checks to registered voters who sign his super PAC's petition. Well, sources did tell us that the Justice Department sent a letter to Musk warning that that could violate federal law. This morning, we are learning that the Philadelphia District Attorney has officially filed a lawsuit over that giveaway. A hearing is expected on Friday.
What's funny to me, if Bezos or Soros was doing what Elon was doing, they'd start a war. Oh, for sure. You have to remember, it's always projection. What they claim George Soros is doing in terms of like paying for protesters is a very common aspect of Republican astroturfing operations. You know that, right? When Republicans are yelling about shit, this is a very common fascist point of view, but it's almost always projection. There is a massive double standard in the media reception to Republican attitude, Republican statements. There is like the way that it is received, the way that it's received by the media, the way that it's normalized by the media. There's always been this double standard. I mean, it goes both ways, Law. No, I say this as someone who is endlessly critical of the Democrats. No, there is no fucking both ways on this shit. Are you kidding me? I rip into Kamala Harris droning on and on and on all the time. I get to do that because, I think it's ridiculous when she cannot come up with a fucking decent answer for a question that she knows she's supposed to receive months ahead of time. Donald Trump supporters, they do not have the opportunity to say this. Donald Trump is Mr. Ramble. Okay, he never fucking stops rambling. Think about it this way. Colin Kaepernick says that, police brutality is a massive fucking problem. Double standards are on both sides, not saying in regards to projection. Yeah. Okay, no, double standards on both sides is fucking silly. There's only one side that both parties like to fucking dunk on, and it's the left. But beyond that, remember, Colin Kaepernick says police brutality is a massive problem for black people in this country. I'm taking a stand. What happens? He gets subsequently blacklisted from the NFL. Nick Bosa, on the other hand, Nick Bozo, can run around and be like, I love MAGA, Donald Trump, hell yeah, baby, let's go. No problems whatsoever for him. It's not even a double standard. It's a single standard almost. He disrespected the flag. Come on, dude. Brother, if I see you disrespect the flag, we're going to have to go settle things like men in my bedroom. Yeah. The contradictions across society are so apparent, it's crazy. Even then, who gives a fuck if it's a double standard? People are talking like fascism deserves equal credence. It doesn't. My point is, it's even worse than that. Okay, American media and Americans in general, by and large, our institutions are by and large way more open-minded towards fascist sentiment than they are towards anything that is outside of the boundaries of like the Democratic Party. You can go as far right as you want to, and maybe sometimes you'll get yelled at, like the dude who made the beeper joke on CNN, okay? But there is no equivalent on the left. There's no moral equivalent between the extreme left and the extreme right anyway, no matter how hard these dipshits try to fucking claim there is. There is no moral equivalence here between the two regardless. But then beyond that, one size extreme opinions are so fucking routinely normalized. And the media reflects this double standard on a regular basis.